Hi, loves. Welcome back to Metamorphosis, a healing journey. It's your favorite host, Tyra Wright. Today's episode is a little deeper, a little more personal. I want to talk about something that shaped me long before I even realized it was shaping me. I want to talk about my mother and how her story became part of mine. Not from a place of blame, but from a place of understanding. Because healing isn't just about what happened to us, it's about understanding what formed us. My mother was a child when she had me. And when I think about that now as an adult, it hits differently. Because how do you raise a child when you're still trying to figure out life yourself? She had help from her parents, my grandparents, and I'm grateful for that because there were times when I lived with them and those moments brought a certain level of stability, a different kind of structure. But there were also times I lived with my mom, and those times weren't always easy. We struggled. There was no pretty way to dress that up. My mom didn't work consistently, and a lot of the stability we had depended on the man she was dating at the time. And when you're a child in that environment, you notice more than people think you do. You notice when things are uncertain. You notice when stability comes and goes. You notice when your environment depends on someone else's presence, and that does something to you. It creates a certain awareness, a certain survival instinct, even if you don't have the language for it yet. For me, it taught me that one thing very clearly. I never wanted to go without. So I grew up with this mindset of go get it, chase the bag, make sure you always have your own. In my mind, having my own meant safety. It meant I wouldn't have to depend on someone else to survive. It meant I wouldn't have to experience that same uncertainty. And while that mindset helped me, it also came with weight. Because when survival becomes your foundation, you don't always realize how much pressure you are carrying. Experiences like that don't just disappear. They shape how you think, how you love, how you move through the world. You might become hyper independent. You might struggle with trusting others. You may feel like you always have to be on, always working, always securing, always preparing for the what if, because your younger self remembers what it felt like when things weren't stable. But here's the deeper truth. Sometimes the things that protect us also become the things we have to heal from. Because constantly being in survival mode doesn't always allow you to rest. As I've grown, I've learned to look at my story differently. Not just through the lenses of what I lack, but through the lens of what I've learned. My mother did the best that she could with what and where she was in life. And while her journey created challenges for me, it also created strength, awareness, drive, resilience. But now as an adult, I get to choose how I carry those lessons. I don't have to live in survival forever. I can still be driven without being exhausted. I can still be independent without feeling like I have to do everything alone. This week's affirmations. I want you to sit with these affirmations. I honor my past without letting it control my future. I am allowed to rest even if I learn to survive. I release the need to always be in survival mode. I can build stability without carrying fear. I am safe, creating a life that feels peaceful and secure. Take a deep breath with that one. Now, if you want to go deeper, here are some journal prompts. How did my childhood shape my relationship with money and security? In what ways do I still operate from survival mode today? What does feeling safe look like for me now? What beliefs about independence did I learn growing up? How can I create stability in a way that feels peaceful and not stressful? Reflection for today. Am I building my life from a place of fear or from a place of intention? Sit with that. Healing isn't about rewriting your story. It's about understanding it and choosing how you move forward. You are not just what you went through. You are what you choose to become after it. Thank you for sitting with me in this space. Remember, I healed me for me so that I can learn to love me properly. This is Metamorphosis, a healing journey. And I'll talk to you in the next episode. Bye, loves. Mwah.